Hey guys, it's Lady Winchester here. So this is my first makeup tutorial or review or whatever I'm gonna call this. I haven't decided yet. But anyway, I have got a whole box full of Wet n Wild makeup that I haven't tried before. So I'm gonna test it live for you guys and let's go ahead and get started. So just gonna put on our handy dandy headband here. My husband makes fun of me for this sucker, but it works. So I'm just gonna take my rings off really quick and set them aside so I don't get makeup all in them. I forgot to wet my beauty sponge. So now that we've got that, let's get started. We're gonna start with the Photo Focus face primer in matte. I like a more matte formula. So let's take a little bit on my fingertip. Kind of runny, if you ask me. It's a little runny there, but the feel is nice. It doesn't feel silicone-y or anything, so that's nice. Okay, now it's starting to feel like silicone. So press it into my face and on my makeup, on my neck, not my makeup. And then now I'm gonna also start with the Photo Focus eyeshadow primer. Put that on my lids. It's got a consistency kind of like concealer, so just dab that on my eyelids. And just, I like to spread it out with my fingers. It's probably not the most sanitary way to do it, but I find that that works the best for me. If I use a concealer, which I do sometimes, I'll even still use my my fingers to spread it out. All right, let's get me a wipe so I can wipe my hands. I just use baby wipes and try not to steal them from my son. So if you guys don't know me at all, so I'm sure some of my Tumblr crowd is here, and then I've got some of my real life friends. I have a little baby boy. He's almost 4 months old, so I try not to steal his baby wipes. So what I'm gonna do next is, I don't think I'm gonna mess with a brow gel today because I couldn't find one. So I'm just gonna brush my brows into place. And then we'll mess with this because it's got a spoolie on one end, and on our other end it says it's retractable, and it's at an angle. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Love that for me. So couldn't find a brow gel because I got all these products at Five Below. So, and I mean, you can also find Wet n Wild pretty much anywhere. Target, Walmart, Ulta, anywhere, pretty much anywhere you want to go, you can find Wet n Wild. So which shade is this in? This is in dark brown. So naturally, if some of you don't know, I have dark hair, so all of y'all know me as a redhead. So I'm just gonna brush this. Actually, I'm gonna outline my brows first. I like a defined brow myself, so I'm just gonna do some hair-like strokes and kind of fill in these little sparse areas. If you hear a slight humming, it's a fan because it gets hot in this room. So you know what? I actually like that. Not super out of this world. So, oops, dropped it. brushing the product through. And there we go. It's not anything too crazy. So if you're looking for something that's gonna, you know, give you just a little bit, this is what I recommend. I normally use a pomade and an angled brush. So I use the Maybelline Tattoo Studio pomade and an angle brush. I can actually show you my angle brush. It's right here. This little angle brush right here. That's what I normally use to fill in my brows. And I'm just gonna do the same thing on the other side. I'm gonna start at the top and work my way towards the tail of my brow, and clean up with my finger where I mess up. Okay, and going at the bottom. This is super forgiving, so I don't need to pull it up that high, do I? Go. Again, it's filled in lighter than what I normally do, but you know what, for a first impression, this isn't bad. I mean, comparing it to say the NYX like micro precise brow, this is not bad. I mean, I've tried worse stuff on my eyebrows, honestly. This just seems to give you, I mean, you could probably build it up to make it bolder if you wanted to, but it kind of seems to take some work. So that's my only kind of cautionary warning that I want to give you if you're gonna pick this up for yourself. Okay, so with brows in place, I found this Wet n Wild Color Icon palette called My Lucky Charm, and it's got, this up really quick because like I said, I haven't touched any of these yet. So it's got four shimmers and one matte color. So here's all the shimmers right in here, and then there's the matte color. So I'm going to use this in the crease of my eye, and then we'll just build a look from here, because like this is kind of like an army green. This is like a green gold. And then this is like a dark green, but I see some purple reflex in it. It's kind of hard to see on camera, I think. And that's like a gold. And then this is like a matte brown. So I'm just gonna take this fluffy brush from e.l.f. and dip right into our matte brown color. The shades don't have names, so I don't know what to tell you. Okay. And I've already done my skincare and everything before I put that primer on. I'm planning on doing some more videos, like my skincare routine, how I normally do my makeup, the products I use every day, my ride or dies. Because those are the ones I use every day. It's my ride or dies. I have like a zillion palettes, so it's hard for me to pick just one for me to say is my ride or die. Like if my house were burning down and I had to save one palette, I'd just burn up in the blaze because I can't pick just one. That's not a bad color payoff, but it kind of seems to go, you gotta kind of work to get it to sort of show up. So it's not my favorite thing in the whole wide world. So you can see it kind of. I'm not sure how well it's picking up on the camera. Blend, blend, blend. Windshield wiper motions. Okay. There we go. I'm pretty okay. I'm pretty happy with that. So we're gonna leave that alone. And then I'm just gonna grab, this is honestly my favorite brush in the whole wide world. It's Urban Decay, and it came in my electric palette. This is like my favorite brush ever, because it's got the dual end, so it's got this like itty bitty little end right there, and then it's got this big like eyeshadow. She's been well loved, so she's not going anywhere. Like if my house were burning down and I could only save one makeup brush, it'd be this one, because I don't even think they make that palette anymore. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this gold shade right here, and I'm gonna put that in the inner corner of my eye, and we're gonna see how that does. Okay. A lot doesn't seem to want to get on the brush. Kind of seems to get kind of patchy. Patchy? Yeah. Weird. Alright. Okay. But once you get it on the eye, it looks really nice. And then I like to put a light color in the corner of my eyes, because it makes your eyes look more awake, more open. And if you're like me and you don't get sleep anyway, no matter if you have a baby or not, then anything to help you make you look more awake, am I right? Insomniacs unite. So we're gonna do that. Okay. It's gonna extend it out a little bit more, because I did it on this eye by accident, so now I gotta catch up this eye. Let's see. There we go. That's good. I like it. Alright, and then I'm just using this color switch that I found at Dollar Tree. I used to not be able to find this anywhere other than like Sephora and Ulta, and the Ulta one, honestly, has this like plastic piece in the middle. So how am I supposed to get my brushes clean that way? So, little color switch, found it at the Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree is your friend. So, and then I'm feeling fun today, so I am gonna take this shade right here and put it on my lid, because this looks like fun. I'm gonna load up this brush, because I'm not sure how good this color payoff is. Okay. All right. See? All right. Okay. I'm into it. I feel like you don't have to work as hard as you do with that transition shade, the matte shade. I'm just loading this brush up. Okay. All right. Perfect. I'm getting it right up against that matte shade. Okay. Here we go. It's on. First impression, I mean, I really like it. I like the color. The color is just, it's really pretty. I really enjoy it. And I think maybe if I were to wet the brush, maybe it would be a lot more intense. So this for grins and giggles. Let's go ahead and try that. I'm gonna load up the brush. And then I'm gonna take this spray right here. It says it's a facial spray, but we're gonna use it as a setting spray today, because I am out of setting spray. This is the brand, I can never pronounce it correctly, but I love the way it smells. So I'm just gonna spritz. The fan just blew it in my eye. All right. Ooh, okay, yeah. All right, I was right. Between the two eyes, you can tell which one had the wet brush and which one didn't. Okay, and then again, just tucking it right up against that crease color. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, you can tell that this side is more intense than this side. Kind of jealous of this side right now. I think it looks good though. So, there we go. There's that. So I think I'm done with that. Close this away. And then again, just take my color switch, get all that color off. Put that brush away. All right, now I'm gonna go in with the eyeliner. Now I'm the pickiest person on the planet when it comes to my eyeliner. So for me to step outside my normal, this is my normal Ride or Die. It's a Wet n Wild, it's H2O proof. And it's the liquid eyeliner. This is like the best eyeliner I've ever used. It's better than the Kat Von D, like Trooper eyeliner. Like, it's easier to put on, it's black, it's perfect. But this one that I found, it says it's a 16-hour wear, breakup proof eyeliner. I'm not going through a breakup, but we will find out. And it's a crayon, which I appreciate. So I've got my basket right here. I'm gonna put that down this way so I can kind of see what I'm doing. So, first what I'm gonna do is tightline my eyes, which just means putting the eyeliner on your inner waterline, on your upper waterline, excuse me. I'll turn this fan off because it's blowing air straight into my eye. Okay. This might actually be perfect. Going on really easily, which is good. Bring this mirror a bit closer here. Okay. Oh, I got some fallout. Oh well. Just this minute realized I did not have a light on my mirror on. I'm just using the ring light. I'm a professional. That's gliding on really, really well. And the point, I mean, the point's worn down by now, but I mean, that's to be expected. So I'm gonna try it actually on my eyes and see how we do. Okay. It definitely goes on a lot easier. It's just, the only problem, especially with crayons, is that like once you wear down that fine tip, that's it. Like, unless it's got a sharpener. I don't know if this has a sharpener. The bottom part's moving, so maybe it does? I don't know. I don't know. And I have a sharpener, but still, putting the plastic part in there is not gonna work, so. So is there anything you guys want me to talk about? Like, we can do story times, because I've had some stuff happen. Crazy stuff. Labor and delivery, life in general. So put that on. And then this mascara. I don't normally stray from my favorite mascaras. My favorite drugstore one is the Maybelline in the pink tube. I think it's the Lash Sensational one. And for high end, it's the Benefit. Oh geez, the name's escaping me at the moment, but it's got the pink brush tip on it. So yeah, that's my Benefit Roller Lash. That's what it is. All right, yeah, just came to me. All right, so this is the Wet n Wild Big Papa. I like the little crown detail on top, and says bigger is better all the way around. It says Big Papa. Big letters. So I'm gonna try this. Funny story. So my husband got me into Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I love the show. It's amazing. I'm just warming this up. So that's what I'm doing. And I happened to be screwing around on Etsy, and I found a card that I have laying around here somewhere because I had to order it. And it says, "I love it when you call me Big Appa." And it's got Appa with Notorious B.I.G.'s crown on. And it makes me laugh every time I look at it. And then now I can't listen to Big Papa without saying, "I love it when you call me Big Appa." He's like, "Oh, you think you're so funny?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do." As a matter of fact, because that's funny. So pull this out and look at the, okay. I'm just wiping the excess product off. This is the brush right here. You can see it's big and it's fluffy. So we're gonna see how this does on the lashes. Okay, it's getting a lot of product on there, which is good, and it's really separating my lashes and fanning them out. So that's nice. It's always super hard for me to do the inner corner of my eyes. Okay. You know what? I'm not even mad at this. I think I like the way it looks. I like this. This is actually really nice. I think, I don't know if I'm gonna like how it wears through the day, but we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't clump up on me. Missed a spot with my eyeliner. I'm gonna have to go back and go fix that. Okay. There we go. All right, we are looking good. That's good. I really like that. Yeah, I'm into it. What do you guys think? I don't have super dark lashes, so just gonna go in with a second coat. And then after my second coat, I'm gonna do my bottom lashes. Go. Tilt this mirror down a little bit, and I've got some fallout, so I'm just gonna take this big ol', it says Total Face Brush from e.l.f. and just swipe that away. Swipe it away. Swipe away our troubles with our fallout. I think pretty much everybody knows this, but don't like jerk your mascara in and out because it gets more air in the product. But make sure you just dip it in there, swirl it around, and then pull it out. Wipe off the excess, and you're good to go. More air you get in the product, the faster it dries out. And with some of these mascaras, you don't want to do that. Some of these mascaras are expensive. It's had that Benefit Roller Lash. Ooh, buddy. It's expensive, but I love it. It looks good on the bottom lashes too. And I don't really notice it transferring into my, so that's really good. I like this. This is going really well. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take everything that I haven't used out of the thing. So we are gonna take the Photo Focus Matte Foundation in 362C Soft Ivory. We're gonna open her up. Now, I've never tried this foundation before, like in my Wet n Wild career, which is a long time. Okay, I'm just gonna take this with this little paddle applicator and just dot it around my face like I would normally do. Because what I would normally do with my regular foundation is get some on the back of my hand and just spread it out with my finger and give myself some stripes. I feel like this is giving me too much. Is that going to stop me from doing it? Absolutely not. This is the lightest shade I could find, so hopefully it works. I have a lot of redness around my nose, but that's like a woman thing, apparently. All right. And I'm gonna take my dampened beauty sponge. Ooh, I'm attractive like this. I'll just leave it. I'm gonna leave it like this. I'm just gonna blend. Okay, it seems to be matching my neck pretty good, so. Is this a full coverage? Did it say? It doesn't say if it's full coverage or not. It says mattifies and blurs pores for a shine-free finish, buildable coverage for normal to oily skin. Okay. This shake bubble for using. Did I do that? Absolutely not. I did not. So buildable coverage. Okay. So. Oh. Got one more product down in that basket that I didn't fish out. Oh, well, I'll get it here in a second. Okay. Oops. I went right over my eyebrow. I got a product all in my eyebrow. Yay. Like I said, I'm a professional. Let's see. Okay. Pretty well blended, I think. And now when I normally, because it happens occasionally, but what I'll do is I'll just brush, I'll take a spoolie brush, this is an e.l.f. one, and I'll just brush that product right on out of my brush that product right on out of my eyebrows. And if I have to touch up, I'll touch up. Okay, so this is, I mean, this is nice. I like the way it's sitting, but like it says, it's a buildable coverage, which is, and I'm a full coverage girl. I really like full coverage foundations. I don't like to work for full coverage. So what I'm gonna do is just dab on a little bit more, kind of where I need it. I have this brown spot right above this eyebrow. It really bothers me, so just on my cheek over here and blend that in. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Alright. Alright, and then I'm just gonna bounce that above on the brown spot, and I don't know if it's a sunspot, an age spot, I don't know what it is, but it's right there and it bothers me. It's right there on my face. Alright. Let's see. Okay. Here we go. I think I got it the way I want it. So, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Mega Last Incognito concealer. I'm used to doe foot applicator, so that's why there's a confused look on my face when I'm seeing an applicator like this. Whatever. All right. What I do is I draw like a pyramid-esque shape under my eyes. Areas that I want to conceal and then also highlight, since this is a light concealer. Which shade is this in? Well, this is All Day Full Coverage Concealer. This is in light beige. Take it down the center of my nose. Pull it up, make like a tree shape, like a stick tree. And then I'm gonna do a dab right here on Cupid's bow, and then do the same little tree shape on my chin. And now we're gonna blend. Huh? I do like this. I like the way it sits when it blends out. That looks nice. And then I just blend out that triangle shape all the way under my eye and down. There we go. There we go. And down we go. Take it across my forehead up to my hairline. All right. And we are blended out. I'm just gonna get right there on my ears. All right, this is a little bit more tan than I normally like. I like to be pale as a ghost because that's how I'm used to seeing myself. But this gives me a little bit more color, which is fine with me. And it's sitting nicely on the skin, but I can kind of like right in here see my pores a little bit more. So, but we're gonna keep going. Nonetheless, we're gonna keep going. So I have this. It's the Photo Focus Translucent Powder. And this is the way I do loose powders, because that's what this is. Take it like this and just to get it in the lid. Ooh, that gave me quite a bit in there, but that's okay. That's all right. And then I'm gonna take the the butt end of, oh, I got a little bit too much powder on there, see? Light cast. And I'm just gonna set my neck. I don't want this crap to budge. I don't want it to budge. And then, okay, I'm gonna go in with a lighter hand this time. And then set my under eye. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, that looks a lot better. That looks a lot better. The pores have pretty much disappeared, so. Alright, and then just gonna go right around my face and get up in my forehead, especially where I get shiny throughout the day. And that's in my T-zone, you know, across the forehead, down the center of my nose, on my chin, and then right in here on my cheeks. I like to set that really well so that it doesn't move throughout the day. All right, let's put the cap back on that. And then what I like to do is I'm gonna get that big fluffy brush again, and I'm just gonna kind of swirl it around on my face to get off the excess, if you will. All right. All right, there we go. La-di-da. All right, so now I've never done this before. This is a contouring palette in Dulce de Leche, I believe is how you pronounce that. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna follow the instructions on the back, which are honestly pretty easy. So I've got some powder on my finger, excuse me. How dare you? And any of you other parents ever hear your baby crying and then you're just like, what the hell's going on? Because I hear my baby crying. He's with my husband right now, so there we go. Okay, I'm just gonna, is this a powder or is it a liquid? Oh, it's a powder. Okay, good. I wasn't sure. I was a little nervous there for a second because I've never used a liquid to contour. So that being said, since the rest of my face is just so white, I'm gonna take this contour shade right here and put it where I would normally contour. Now, what I normally use to contour is the Hula Light from Benefit. So I'm gonna take this angled, it's a blush brush technically, but I use this to contour. So I'm not sure how dark this is, so I'm just gonna take a little bit on the tip, just like this, just the tip. And I'm gonna follow from the top of my ear to about the end of my eye, and then blend up from there. So this is how I normally do it. And if you happen to get too much, don't worry about it. I'll show you how to fix that if you get too much. Do the same thing on the other side. Draw the line and then blend up. Blend up. There we go. And then I'm going to take it along my jawline where a shadow would normally cast. I wonder how they can make the claim that the eyeliner's breakup proof. Did they ask somebody? Like, wear this eyeliner. Or just so you know, wear this eyeliner. And then they got broken up with. And then they came back and they're just like, you know what? I cried my eyes out last night because I got broken up with. But my eyeliner didn't move. I'm just curious. Like, is that how they came up with that name? It's been bothering me for a few minutes. And then I'm just gonna take this and put it up into my hairline. Like so. Just to warm up this pale face. I'm so pale. There we go. All right. And I don't have, or at least I didn't see a Wet n Wild blush. So I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Don't hate me. Please don't be mad at me. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my NARS Orgasm. Who doesn't love a good orgasm, right? Right? Am I right? I'm gonna take my blush brush, who has also been well loved, dip it on in there, and just dust it along my cheeks. I didn't see a blush. There we go. Put a little on the chin, a little on the forehead, because that's where you normally get flushed. And there she goes. All right. And then I'm also gonna get, again, this is not, again, don't hate me because, to be honest, they didn't have a shade that I liked with the highlighting palettes, or not the highlighting palettes, but the highlighters. However, this is a drugstore brand. This is Makeup Revolution. And this highlighter, holy crap. I was not expecting it. Like, I was not expecting how impactful this is. You don't need a whole lot. You just need a little bit. But if you feel like glowing for, you know, the hell of it, then pack it on, by all means. This is technically a tapered blending brush, but I use it to highlight, so. I use it to highlight, whatever. Sue me. Please don't sue me. So sue me. Alright. Here we go. Making a C motion around my eye and right there on the top of my cheekbones. And then I'm going to get the tip of my nose right here. My Cupid's bow. And my chin. There we go. And then, again, I didn't have a setting spray when I was at Five Below. I did not have a setting spray. So I'm going to use this. This is my handy dandy one. And just spray my face to death so it doesn't move. And while that's drying, I'm going to see if I can locate. You know what? We're going to go sparkly. So I feel like it. That's why. This is also going to be a drugstore brand. If I can get it out. Gee whiz. You want to come out and play? This is a L'Oreal Infallible Pro Gloss. I don't much wear lip glosses because, well, like the pandemic and everything that's going on, lip glosses aren't usually mask proof, but now that mask mandates are starting to come off or be a little bit more relaxed, I love this gloss. Gives you just a little bit of color. And go. There we go. We'll take off our headband. I'll even take my hair down for you guys. This is what my hair looks like when I don't do anything with it. It turns into this curly, 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 and gets stuck in my lip gloss. Super. So there we go. This, friends, is the finished look. What do you think? Do you like it? Is there anything else you want me to review? Any other drugstores, high-end? whatever, I'm down for it. And then also, again, you know, what do you want me to talk about? Do you want me to talk about my daily life? Can we talk about conspiracy theories? I like those. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you do, please comment, like, share if you think it's worth sharing, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.